the lag, like the time changes, so I like to see exactly roughly how long it's gonna be because when I interact with you guys and you know, like how far down the chat ends up being when I'm responding gets a little confusing for me. Let's see. Let's see. Is it working? There we go. There's a big lag. Is it working? Okay, no, it's not that bad. All right, what's going on, everybody? What do we got? I got like 50 some people in here. Um, long story short, well, not that short. So obviously, ankle destroyed. It was 7 months that I just couldn't skate. Hey, Brianna King, what's going on? What's up, Paradox? How are you doing today, Dan? I'm doing all right. I didn't really sleep last night. I fell asleep at like 6:30 a.m. and then I woke up at like 11. Um, they do like a what is it, a nerve block in my leg, so my entire leg was completely numb. And as I started getting feeling back, obviously I started getting a lot of pain back. Kind of kept me up. Derek's gonna maybe come over tomorrow. Yeah, right now it definitely does hurt. So basically, let me fill you in actually on some of the more kind of random cool information. So the guy who did my surgery has seen my videos, my YouTube videos. He got back into skating kind of recently. I think he says he's like 51 or 52. He's Kenny's age. And he was asking about my injury, and I was like skateboarding. He's like, "Oh, like blah blah blah." Like I got back into skating or whatever, and we started talking about Andy Anderson and stuff like that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool" or whatever. And then after my initial meeting with him, he like went home, and like when I saw him the next time, I guess he like looked at my YouTube channel. And he's like, "Yeah, like I've actually like seen your videos before." So it was very it was very calming to know that my doctor, knew that like, I skateboard for a living. My ankle is like my career. Without this, I'm very bummed. I mean, obviously, I can still make YouTube videos if I'm not skating myself. In fact, I think some people would prefer it that way, but I don't. It drives me nuts. But anyways, great doctor. Very took it very 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 serious as all doctors should. But having that little bit of a skater working on my ankle made me a little bit more comfortable. But evidently, when they went in there, because I have Kaiser Permanente for insurance, they all the notes that they take and their description of the surgery and how everything went, all the details, all the pieces that they put together, all that stuff I can look up. So like I'm looking at all my doctor's notes and you know, getting it translated to me of what it actually meant. And it was a successful surgery, but they ended up doing more than I expected them to. So basically, with my high ankle tear, I tore the tendon between my tibia and fibula, which is the two bones at the bottom of your leg. So they tied those 2 together, like, with, like, whatever bands, I forget what it's exactly called, but basically they drill holes and then they tie those 2 bones together, and then there's another spot that I didn't know of that I don't even know if the doctor knew was gonna be a thing that they had to work on, so they I think they tied that together too, and then they did this thing called, like, microfractures, where they drill a bunch of, like, little holes in your bone to promote healing, to, like, force, like, more blood flow and stuff and make your body pay attention to that part, and they had to do that on 2 separate parts of my ankle, as well as I had 2 flaps that they had to, deal with, so it was quite an extensive surgery. Ended up being, you know, a bit crazier than I expected. Initially, I believe that they said that I'd be able to, because they thought it was just gonna be a cleanup. They were like, in 2 weeks, you'll be able to, get the cast off and walk around a little bit and start. But now it's looking like 6 weeks. I'm going in 2 weeks to get my stitches out. But it looks like the whole time frame is getting pushed back a little bit. I'm expecting 6 months would be like a miracle. Like if I could skate in 6 months, that's like whoa. Like I got very, 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 very lucky. It's probably unlikely to be able to skate in 6 months, but and then there's also like the knee thing. So with my knee, when I showed the knee specialist my MRI, he was on the fence of whether I needed surgery or not. So we're gonna wait and see how my ankle heals and then how that affects my knee. Because I also think that like when you have a hurt ankle, I was like unconsciously like walking incorrectly and making my knee worse. So hopefully if my ankle's better, my knee won't be so messed up. We'll see though. But that could be an additional 4 to 6 months on top of the 6 months, 6 to 9 months that I already have waiting. So it could be up to 14 months till I can skate again. which would suck. But it's already been 7. The longest I've ever gone without skating was 3, so pretty mellow. All in all, not too discouraging though, because everyone seems pretty confident that I will be able to skate again. It's just gonna take a bit. Um 6 more months without me skating, yeah, most likely. Now, as far as you rate is halfway through the recovery. Let me read some of your guys' messages real quick. Sounds like the doc put an extra. Yeah, I think the doctor did a great job. He was awesome. He was not he was answering my questions, and he was going out of his way to be present, to be like, "Hey, do you have any questions?" And if you've ever dealt with you know, doctors before, usually that's not how it goes. You have to It's like pulling teeth to get them to tell you what you want to know, and you have to be like very specific in your verbiage. I always tell people, like, I'm not the biggest AI guy. I'm not a very big advocate for relying on it too much. But when you're dealing with doctors, I think having a good idea of what you're going in with, especially with terminology, and using AI to be like, hey, here's what I'm doing. What should I ask my doctor? Don't ask AI to diagnose you, but ask them to educate you to be able to speak to a doctor to get the information that you want. Um, but yeah, so yeah, good bit of pain. I got pizza right here. Um, gonna be living like a slob for a little bit. We'll see. I'm flying my mom out so she gets here on Saturday. I'm gonna have her baby me for like a week. I think I have her out here for 8 days. Derek's rejoicing. He's very excited. All the people who are asking for Derek. I think I'm gonna have him come over tomorrow. I think I'm gonna start streaming a bunch while I'm out because I'm obviously not gonna be able to film for a little bit. We'll get into that in a second. So I'm gonna try to get some streaming with people. I just talked to Megan Guy, try to get her to come out for a stream, and I don't know. There's a lot of people I like to come over for a stream. I think Andy would be fun to stream with. Maybe I could go to a park and just like film some people. Jamie Griffin's part 8 was fucking nuts. I didn't watch it yet. No, I'm not at Woodward. I will be at Woodward week 9, so that'll be August 9th to August 15th. My doctor got my surgery moved up like 25 days sooner than they had me scheduled, so I could make it to Woodward and it not be such a difficult thing. Because otherwise, I probably wouldn't have been able to walk at Woodward. Um, yeah, if you want to use a promo code DNC, you can come skate with us at Woodward. Right now, I think it's Derek's coming with me to Woodward. John Bradford's coming with me to Woodward. Matthew Wilcox is coming with me to Woodward. Mazel's coming to Woodward. Um, Little Reed, Andy Anderson, mini Andy Anderson is going to be there. It's going to be sick. It's gonna be quite the squad. Koa, I think, as well. It's gonna be awesome. Um, Matt Schufund. Someone just Venmoed me, and for Matt Schufund, I'm 100% giving that to Matt for some new shoes. He definitely needs some Vans. Shut up, Dan. I'm literally right here talking. Let me get off this. I have this going on my computer too, dude. If you don't know about Reed Andy Anderson, dude, he's like he's literally I think brother, I think he's like 8 or something. He's crazy young and he has like good style. He doesn't have little kid style and he's like a big fan of Andy, so like he's doing Andy tricks. But he also like is doing like not like big heels over hips, proper front side flips on transition. When we were at Woodward, he was doing like all my mini ramp tricks. Like he was like, "Oh damn, look at this!" Like doing 5-0 shoves and stuff like that. It's so sick. Never too old to skate. You're absolutely right, Brianna King. Yeah, I'm 30. I'll be 39 in August, and I think I still got quite a few years left in me. Let's see. Watch Andy come with some woo healing crystals. No, I don't think Andy's a woo guy. I think Andy's like I think he finds Eastern stuff really fascinating. I'm in the same boat, but he's not woo woo. Let's see. Running. The team goes back to the East Coast. We were planning an East Coast trip this year, but I think it got pushed back to next year. Um, so we'll see. I know we have a SF thing coming up. And then there's talk of doing a Europe thing, well, specifically an England thing next year, but we'll see. Gila, pizza money or whatever. We'll get dance skating before we get Grand Theft Auto 6. Dude, that'd be sick. When's Grand Theft Auto 6 even coming out? I'm it honestly, like I was starting to like get really, really anxious about not skating right before like I got like the surgery schedule or whatever. And now I'm like less freaking out about not being able to skate because the road's still super long ahead of me. It actually kind of calmed me down a little bit. Tightrope technology on my ankle surgery. Yes, that is in my ankle. I'm pretty sure. My friend Emily was just talking to me about that. Let's see. Pal needs to do a tour, and I'll show you. I fully agree. Let John spray some of that stuff on my ankle. Dude, I actually will. He told me the recipe for it. I should make some of that stuff. Have you thought about stem cell? So I've done a ridiculous amount of research on stem cell, and it seems like with the knees, there's more scientific backing behind it to where it might be able to help, but not so much with ankles, and it's a very, very limited data. I do have a guy in America who can do stem cell on my ankle if it really comes down to it, but the specialists that I've been talking to aren't necessarily recommending it for its price and what it's going to actually do. Um, how can we get Dwayne out there, dude? Dwayne's so good. God, I would love for Dwayne to come out west. One of the best dudes, on and off the board. God damn, that guy's so good at skating. I think he has a full part in Worst Video. Go look it up. Guinea Pig Time. Is that like the guinea pig horror movie series? That extremely graphic, horrible horror movie? Her GTA 6 is coming out February 3rd. I like that. Trying to take care of myself. Before one of the best things that actually happened for the shoe fund. Oh hell yeah, Keith. Uh, hurting my ankle made me take my like health a lot more serious. So I've been going to the gym and stuff like that, and changing my diet. Like I don't count calories in the way that, like, I'm, like, trying to lose weight, but being, like, aware of calories has definitely helped me a lot, and it is insane on how much your diet affects your day to day once you start really paying attention to what it's actually doing. Like, the other day, I was, like, really sore. My I've been doing a lot of pull-ups. It's kind of like I just got to, like, 11 pull-ups at a time, and I started off being able to barely do one, and my lats were super, super sore. And I was like, "God, why are my lats so much more sore than they normally are?" And then, like, I thought about what I ate the 2 days before, and it 100% lined up. Once I started eating a little bit more clean, it's like you're just way less sore. So the stuff that I'm learning about health now, which is all obvious stuff, right? Like, every single person is like, "Yeah, you don't eat crappy food, you go to the gym, you exercise, it's gonna make skating, easier, it's gonna make your health better, it's gonna make you less sore." But being able to, like, really gauge it, because 'cause I'm not gonna give up shitty food, and I go to the gym every other day, but I'm not gonna, like, become, like, a super gym head or whatever, but, like, being able to, like, gauge it to a reasonable amount of time to where I can, like, have the benefits of it without, like, having to give up, like, some of the fun stuff, like, I got a box of chocolates over there, I got pizza next to me. Uh, best decision I ever made. I'm almost grateful that I hurt my ankle because I'm very much way more aware of my body. Stretching too, like, I would do, like, a little bit of stretching before skating or whatever, now I have a whole stretch routine. So I go to the gym every other day, and then on my days off is when I do my cardio and my, so kinda do more, like, pull-up stuff too. But I do these, like, stretching routines, which have been, like, absolutely, amazing. Mark Johnson filmed parts on potato chips and candy. I think most skaters film video parts on potato chips and, candy. Yeah, how about that? The whole Mark Johnson thing is absolutely fucking insane, dude. I mean, there's a lot of premature death in skateboarding, and a lot of it. I don't think anyone knows the official of exactly what happened, but I know that mental health is something that skateboarders need to be paying a lot more attention to, especially like when you have a career as a professional skateboarder and you have to transition to a non-professional skateboarding life. That is a very, very, very difficult thing to do, and yeah, man, I think a lot about what was his name? Mike Davis, and then Ben Ramers, and there's just been a lot, dude. Skateboarding has had a lot of that. I mean, the world in general, but skateboarding's the world that I'm a part of, so it just I don't know, gets to me. What's wrong with my knee? Was filming Matthew and I stepped weird and I tore my meniscus. I wasn't even on a skateboard. Dan is yeah, I'm between 6 and 14 months away from being able to skate again. Chad Caruso just skated across the country on Cheetos. Yeah, hell yeah. He definitely did. Yeah, that could. I mean, that guy's definitely going to the gym though. I feel like Chad's pretty on top of things. Sweet potato chips are delicious. The skate industry is pretty grim. I mean, going into skateboarding, it used to be like you could go into skateboarding and there was like a career to where you could like, make a decent living and like enough money. And that's just not the case anymore. And I don't think that that is this super evil, dark thing, we might not get so many because like the top dudes who are like really killing themselves for it, like Nigel and stuff like that. We're still gonna have those guys. Those guys are still gonna make money, but like the B and C list pro skaters aren't gonna be able to make that much money. But I don't know. Like skateboarding isn't really about making money. It's like I think it's starting to kind of turn back into the hobby that it once was, where everyone just like cares about what's going on in their local scene just as much as like the big name pro skaters. And yeah, I don't know. Like I don't think that the industry owes a lot of skaters what I think a lot of people think they're entitled to because it's just spread too thin. We have way too many companies out there. There's like a million board companies, so no one's making decent money off of skateboarding right now except for the top dudes. I think skateboarding's in a great place. I like the idea of um I don't know, like skateboarding not being so serious, I guess. Skateboarding got kind of serious in the mid 2000s, I think. Old head with my meniscus from racing motorcycles in the 2000s does not slow me down at all. Hell yeah, dude. My only issue with the meniscus thing is that there's a certain spot that I can't like bend my knee to. No, I haven't finished Resident Evil yet, but I'm excited too. Dale made a great video about it. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched Dale's video about the industry and basically explaining where a lot of the money is and where a lot of the problems with I don't know, like what's basically happened over the past 20 years. Dale did a really good deep dive on it. He's working on more right now. I think he kind of found his niche and it's something that he was already pretty fascinated by. And those are the kind of like if you're making videos that you really, really enjoy and that you yourself are interested in, you're no longer doing research. You're like learning more for yourself and then you get to share with other people. And I know for a fact that Dale's really excited about these videos. I know they're gonna be good ones for sure. Yeah, hello Dale. He's on the other side of this wall right here. Don't know if you saw, bro. Don't know if you saw, bro. Your deck wouldn't drop. About a farm in Italy and a forever home. Your deck is hanging next to the door. The sun rises. See. Hell yeah, dude. Like the board is hanging up. Don't know if you saw about your deck dropped. Broke to a farm in Italy. It's my forever home. Your deck is. Dude, that's so sick. It's crazy to like I don't know. It's surreal that like people like have my board hanging up. Yeah, please do send photos. Jackass Keen Ramp sick. Yeah, I saw that they did the Pride Parade thing. Shout out Andy Anderson from White Rock, Canada. Message redacted. Why did that message get redacted? Will Pal riders be in the PSL? I could see John Bradford doing it. He's like the main guy who I think would be like he's good at that kind of skating to where he could do it, but I don't think anyone's too anxious to get in there that I know. ETA on the 8.9. Hopefully soon. I heard talk of like possible August, but I don't think that's real. And I know that like the 8.9 is what most people are asking for. I should actually probably text Justin when I end this. Do we ship to Canada at all? I think we do. ETA on the full length. So the last day of filming is supposed to be December, and I keep bugging Deville about how I wanted to like finish my part because I have footage for the video, but I don't have a part finished. Because I was filming a separate VX project, so all my focus wasn't on it. And I would like it if I got like a bonus 2 months to film for a part and really knuckle down, but I don't know. As far as I know right now, the last day of filming is the end of the year. Um, and then however long it takes for them to edit it. They've been going over the timelines right now. Dude, John Bradford has I forget what they said, like 35 minutes of footage or something crazy like that. So they're chopping that up. Um, it's gonna be good. Where's Cody been? Also, hope you heal up to sooner than later. Can't wait for the part. Cody is back in um not Ohio, Kansas. I don't know, right around Ohio. I forget what state he lives, but he's back there. He just DM'd me though. He's trying to come back out and visit. But yeah, he just been back home, still skating, still killing it. Craig Edwards is back there too. They're still skating together. Dude, the damn board might be the only board I ever skate for the rest of my life. Perfection. Dude, I'm so stoked that people are hyped on it. I really am. Yeah, oh yeah, Brianna King loves Cody, dude. Cody's the best. He's such a sweetheart. Wait do you see the stuff he has for the video. I don't think he has a full part, but brother, he did some fuck shit while he was out here. Sorry if I'm like rambling and like talking pretty incoherent. I really am running on like 2 hours of sleep right now. What's my take on PSL? I don't enjoy watching it, but I don't know. I'm kind of like of the opinion like anyone doing anything that people enjoy, I back it. If anyone's making skaters money, I back it. Um, it's just not something that I enjoy watching. I don't like watching Street League either. I'm more of like a Dime Glory Challenge kind of guy. I wish more people would do more events like that. Um, like, hey, let's all skate this kick ramp over a car or something silly. When you heal, you should relearn hard flips. You are absolutely correct. I should. Yeah, the clips for the PSL are really fun to watch. Am I gonna watch any of the World Cup? Is that golf? Doesn't look natural to clean cut looking. Oh yeah, yeah. Let me talk a little bit about Lyme disease. A big part of like with Lyme, I would get this like tingly feeling over my entire body. Like you know when you're something falls asleep and it's starting to wake back up, I would feel that like lightly head to toe, and it had a weird feeling of nausea with it, and I would get a temperature. But the biggest issue was how weak I was. Like it was hard for me to like move around. Since I've been going to the gym, and specifically because I talked to I don't know if this is information they want me talking about, but I'll just be vague about it. Walker Ryan, he has someone in his life that has Lyme disease, and so we chit chat about some stuff that they've been doing and stuff that I've been doing to help deal with it. And one of the things that I found was creatine. Creatine has actually helped a ton with I mean I assume once I started taking creatine, my the effects of Lyme disease has been easier to deal with. I still get flare ups, but I have more strength. I don't know if you know this, but creatine helps your like brain fog. And one of the other big issues with Lyme disease is I get a lot of brain fog. Like all the problems that Lyme disease cause, creatine is like s- does the opposite of that. Like it really helps fight against it. So yeah, everyone should take creatine. It's awesome. It's the most studied supplement in the world, and it is great. You don't have to go to the gym. You don't gotta work out on it. It's great if you do, but dude, yeah, creatine rules. Spencer and John collab session. Spencer Newsy or Simeon? Which Spencer? Yo, Dan, I sat to the side of you outside of Tampa Pro this year under the tent watching the TV outside. Wish I would have said what's up. Oh yeah, you should have said what's up. Um, That was a cool little, like, getaway spot over there. Like, everything at Tampa was, like, so crowded with people for whatever reason, that back tent was ideal. Hey, Dan, love from Brazil. Love the vids. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Creatine has helped me keep skateboarding at 50 plus. Dude, yeah. Everyone needs it. You need to get on this is what you need. This is a life changer right here. This is, you know, people talk about how terrible my health was and all that stuff. Get one of these. It tells you how much water you should have drank by that point in time in the day, and you get the right amount of water in your body, which is huge. Game changer. Like my sore days, my bad days, my bad health days, much more rare. Like cuts, not even cuts them in half. Like I just have like an eighth left of the bad health days. Once I started drinking a ton of water, taking creatine, and trying to stay within a relatively decent range of calories. Been wonderful. I do need to. I gotta have someone pick them up for me later. I need to get some more fish oils. Doctor told me to do that for my healing tendons. Why don't you get in Day One's way when he's doing a manual? Because he might flip out. I forget who it was who told me that joke. They also told me what's Tori Pablo's favorite snack combos. Who told me those jokes? Did you get better, dude? I skated for years and never learned a flip trick, but I learned heel flips watching your tutorial. They're getting gnarly, teaching me how to do kickflips now. I actually have a kickflip tutorial on my YouTube channel. If you just type in Dan Corrigan kickflip tutorial, and I go way more into detail on the kickflip one than the heel flip one. The only downside is you have to deal with my much worse teeth. Skate with Christian again? Oh, for sure. I love skating with Christian. I want to do a feature on him at because I don't think people realize how good he is. Him and Julian Aguilardi, or how you say his name, brother, freaks. They're goddamn freaks at Um, El Sereno, but I wanna do a video of how many tricks he can do down the double set in a row. I was there one day, and I swear to God, he did 15 different flip tricks in a row. Thanks, Brianna King. Yeah, Brianna King, told me that she would always show all of her friends my kickflip tutorial to teach them. Dude, that delay flick is such a help. Want more Gnarls content too? Dude, I'm trying to get Gnarls out here ASAP, dude. I was trying to get him to Woodward, week 9, but it's the same week that, Rockstar contest is gonna be, and so he's probably gonna go to that. Do you think all the healthy stuff, diet, fitness, helps out with the anxiety stuff too? So, my chronic panic attacks, the way that I've, dealt with that is sertraline. I'm not a huge, treat everything with medicine guy. But if you can't make it work without medicine and medicine works, go for it. Sertraline has been wonderful for me. It's an SSRI. Um, since I've been on it, I was having panic attacks like once a week, sometimes up to 5 times a week, 7 times a week. It got pretty bad at one point. But since I've been on it, and I've been on it for coming up on 2 years now, I've had 2 panic attacks. So that's how I've been dealing with it. Anxiety. I've never really had an anxiety problem. It's only been a panic attack problem. So anxiety is like more like stress in your life, dealing with issues, whatever, like mental issues, whatever it would be. Panic attack is like my body just goes into flight or flight and has nothing to do with how I feel. I would wake up in the middle of the night too, a lot of them. In fact, a random pattern that I noticed is when I was having a really good day, I would tend to have them on those nights. Who's the next pro and pal? It's going to be John Bradford. Wait do you see his part, dude? God, wait do you see his part? And he's like branching into his tech era right now, brother. Panic attacks make me think I'm having a heart attack. Super rad. 100%. And since I already have a heart condition, I have Wolf Parkinson's White. Uh, terrible. I was when I was living in my van, I stayed the night at the hospital in the parking lot for like months on end. It was like 4 months in a row that because I just was having panic attacks all the time. They literally make you feel like you're dying, and even though you're aware that it's a panic attack, your body's still like, yeah, but you're also dying though, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to wait it out. Tell John to do more inward heels. I have been. He has one of the few pretty inward heels in the world, and I keep trying to get him to do it down something major, but um, you know, hopefully, hope we'll get one for his part. He doesn't have one yet, though. John has been good enough to be a professional skateboarder probably for the past 5 years, but now he's putting out the video part to lock it in. That was the only thing he was missing. Will you be at the YMCA skate camp with Pal Peralta in a couple weeks? My daughter's first year is attending the week in that week for the first time. I'm not positive. I'm going to try to be. It's just all a matter of my ankle. Have you ever seen an inward heel front feeble? No, actually. I've seen inward heel front Smith. I've seen inward heel front tail. I've seen inward heel front nose grind, lip. Katie and Maxwell did inward heel front lip down the handrail. Yeah, I haven't seen front feeble. The inward heel nose grind might be interesting. I prefer. I mean, some people do hard flips now. It's kind of stale, but I still kind of prefer them over inward heel unless you have like a good looking inward heel. Like I'd rather watch John inward heel into a grind than hard flip into a grind. Also, because hard flip back lips I think are kind of gross. I don't really care about. I like hard flip front noses. I don't really care about hard flip 50/50s or anything like that. Inward dark slide by Andy. I think that Rodney Mullen did an inward heel dark slide before. Derek Shea flip front wheelie 270 on the bank bench spot was sick. Wait do you see the other stuff he did on that? I got a video coming out, not tomorrow, probably the day after. Dude, they destroyed that bank to bench, dude. Especially Derek. Come to NorCal on Go Skate Day for my skate event. Also, make John Bradford pro. Dude, big facts. I don't know what when is Go Skate Day? June 21st, right? I don't know what Pal's doing for Go Skate Day. I would love to go to SF though. We need to get up there. We've been planning to go up there for quite a few specific spots for John. What sucks is like the spots that we're going to go there for John, which you could totally guess, um, are like you make the trip just for the one spot, but there's like 5 of them out there that you're trying to get something on. My name is Dan, and I will focus a flight deck with my bicep, dude. Don't make me whip it out, dude. The video with Chris riding the 2 boards was hilarious. The one where we put the trucks on top, yeah, that was fun. It was like pretty silly, but I think it ended up being a good time. Dude, Chris is getting really fucking good at skating. He's having a glow up. With the new class of pros, can there be a new Bones Brigade? I think that's you know what I mean? That's it. That's in its own world. No need to remake that. Where's Lucas been? Lucas actually, I have some footage coming out with Lucas this week for sure. He's just been in the streets working on his part. He showed me the footage that he has, and it's incredible. When you see his part, just know that there's a really amazing lip slide in there. Dude, my nose is so itchy. No, not Chris Haslam, Christopher Hyatt. Chris Haslam does rule though. Yeah, I'm really into his new backtail era. Christopher Hyatt got really good at backtails. Do another video with Chandler Burton. I would love to. I haven't seen Chandler in a minute. I think it might still be up in Pasadena. Is Landon pro for Pal? No. But I would love him to be pro for Pal. Just he's working full time. He skates like once a month. He skates once a month, always stacks clips when he comes out, and then just disappears again. Why are messages retracted? I hate that. Jamie Griffin's new mini part is more laid back, not so many complex tricks. I didn't watch it yet. I knew that he did drop a part. What about Devon? His pop was crazy high, man. Are you talking about Devin Magnoli or Devon as in what's his name on Instagram? I forget his name. Backfooted flip guy. I fear for Chris Slam tendency. Yeah, he falls to his ass a lot. He does not put his hands down. It's kind of crazy. Brandon, nose slide, late laser. He could probably do that. Landon's one of my favorites to watch too. Nose itch means someone's thinking about me. Is that what that means? When Landon was slaying the pool with the backpack, I was amazed. Oh yeah, with the back nose bone and stuff like that. Yeah, he's so good at skating transition. Have you been watching Jamie's 1 to 1,000 flat ground tricks? Yeah, yeah. I shouted out in a couple of my videos. I've definitely been enjoying it. Three scenes just means someone's thinking about you. I'm thinking about you, Vic. There's so many pro skaters named Chris. Yes, there is. Should I use washers under the screws for flight deck? Should I use washers under the screws for flight deck rails on a flight deck? I wouldn't. I just put M3 tape under it, and it will make the screw not stick out the other side if you're having a problem with the screws are too long, depending what deck rail brand you use. Who has hard flip front noses? Derek. I tried to get him to do it on a fucked up spot the other day. He threw one at it, but he didn't end up getting it. Will Charlie be skating with the team more often? It's up to Charlie. He's always welcome on the sesh. He's like doing like underwater welding and stuff like that. He's got his kids. He's got, he's sober, he's got his woman, he's killing it in life right now. Charlie's the kind of guy who, if he's gonna do something, he goes fully all out. And sadly, fully all out went in a very bad direction for a while. And now he's on a good path and he's fucking murdering it. I'm so proud of Charlie. Like seeing Charlie when he before he got sober and seeing how much talent he had, um, you know, bit of a gut punch. And then now that he's on top of things, it's like, dude, so proud of that guy. So proud of that guy. Wait, what's this? Oh, dude. Central testing 426. Thank you so much. Split between Speedy Recovery and Shugu for Matt. Looking for some of them. Looks like some of them is beyond recovery. Dude, yeah. Yeah, why how is Matt not riding for Vans? I don't understand it. Everyone needs to spam Vans and be like, "Dude, put Matt on." I tried to sign up for Woodward Week 9 and it's for kids only, 52 years old or older for off limits. So you can sign up for adult week. So they have an adult week where it's just I mean, it's what it sounds like, adults and their families and stuff like that. And Spencer Newsy is going to be at one of them. But yeah, you can still use my code will get you $300 off any week you go. Big Mac or mac and cheese? Mac and cheese all day, specifically Kraft. Matt is literally off the wall. I agree. The timeline for my wider board and smaller board, the earliest it could have happened is August, but I think it's gonna get pushed back. Does Matt have a shoe sponsor? He doesn't, and it pisses me off. But yeah, looks like Matt's gonna get a decent package out of this stream. I'll send him some shoes. Yeah, anytime anyone sends money to my Venmo or whatever, and you want it to go to one of the guys, because I know I put when I've done features on John Bradford and stuff, and I throw their Venmo in, like it goes 100% to that person. I wanted to start doing a because they have the members thing. I was gonna do a members thing on YouTube, and I was gonna take all of the members only money that I make, and what I was gonna do in there is just like stream with people and stuff like that, and just divide that up among the people in my videos. It was a idea. Well, I don't know how practical it's gonna be. I don't know how many people are gonna want to sign up for that, but I've been trying to find more ways to pay the people in my videos. So like lately, I just been doing the 20% thing where, for example, when I do these videos with Spencer, Simeon, like he gets 20% of the profit that the videos make. He gets the super thanks that the video makes. Uh, but if I have the members only thing, then I can get like a bulk of money and then kind of dish it out to everyone. And then, it's not gonna be a crazy amount, so I'm not gonna have to 1099 anyone or anything like that. No one's gonna have to pay taxes on it. Would I rather skate for them, sci-fi fantasy, or transitions? I'm not sure what transitions is. Um, wait, who's them? You mean, hold on, let me see what message you said earlier. Hey, thanks, Chris Katz. Are you saying like their skateboards? I think their skateboards, sci-fi fantasy skateboards. I don't know what transition is, but both those companies are pretty sick. I think sci-fi fantasy is doing a good job balancing like the just people skating together. You know what I mean? It's like not so serious. I think the Warble was my favorite board company of all time because it was just like a bunch of homies who were just skating together. But I think, yeah, I think Sci-Fi has a similar vibe. Their skateboards is the same thing too. Like those people are just all homies. How did I hurt my ankle originally? A nose on nollie flip, and I rolled my ankle outward, not inward. Hey, love from Chicago. Ariana Spencer is in Chicago right now. Shout out Chicago. Transitions is Antoine's local shop, I think. Oh, then Transitions for sure. Antoine's the goat. If you ever come back to Canyon Lake, Peep's Restaurant, I get the biggest view. You got the biggest view video ever. I know the owner and the won't call on you guys. I'm having so much trouble reading right now. You ever come back to Canyon Lake? I feel like it's one of those things where like when the chat's going and you're trying to type something and you're reading what other people are writing, um, just like a lot of typos. Autocorrect too. My autocorrect hates me. Let's see. That's Jerry's Sue's company, yeah. Don't you work at Keen Ramps? I used to. I used to build ramps for him. Like, God, how long ago is that now? Like 5 years ago. And Cody Heil was actually my replacement. I got him to take my job, and now Derek's working at Keen Ramps. But I still do stuff with Keen Ramps. Like I'll still go over there and film videos with them, but I don't work in the shop anymore. Dan, the man. Wait, Dan, man, you have a lot of creativity for spots, and I like how you guide the team to try random stuff. Yeah, I mean, since I can't skate especially, I'm just, like, daydreaming about what my friends can do now, so it's just, like, I'm constantly texting people spots and ideas, um, because suggestions can help anyone. Lord knows that, um, all my friends have given me really good ideas for tricks for my part too, but I definitely nerd out about it a good bit. Andy too, like, Andy and me, when we're not skating and we're just talking about tricks and spots, a lot of good ideas come up, a lot of terrible ideas come up too, though. Yeah, Derek works at Keen now. I haven't been to Atlanta in many years, but I'd love to go back. Yeah, I'm definitely skating vicariously through my friends. Any chance for a different graphic on 8.0 flight deck? I don't want to skate that pink foil forever. They switch it every season, so it'll be different soon. Lake Elsinore. Oh yeah, that's a great skate park. When I got the ankle, got re-injured worse. I didn't fall on a trick. I landed a switch slappy crook, pop back out to fakie on this ledge spot and just kind of like slightly hot pocketed it. Reynolds switchbacks I healed down Carlsbad. Who else has those on lock to do down gaps? Such a fucked up basic trick. Switchback heel. P Rod has him. Furby had him. I'm sorry, not Furby. You know Furby, not Figgy. Furby had him. Um, who else has switchback heels? There's someone else. Oh, God, Adam Diet. Really good switchback heel. Can you bless me with one of your boards, please, brother? I'll tell you what. If you see me in the streets, I have in my trunk. I'll give you one. Um, Dane Vaughn switchback heel. Oh, good call. Oh, Daniel Costello. Another obvious answer. Yeah, good call. What city has the best skate spots after LA? Washington D.C. Frankie Bolani has a good switchback heel. True. Maybe I could get a typewriter. Long white signature skate box. Oh, dude, that'd be so sick. East Coast visits besides Woodward. Well, after that, I'm gonna be visiting family for like a couple weeks. But I won't be skating at all. Obviously, my ankle's messed up, and I won't have any of the team riders with me. But I'll probably meet up with Tom Asta or something like that. But once I can skate again, I will absolutely make a East Coast trip. I want to do New York. Definitely got to do a Philly trip. The new Muni looks pretty fun. Yeah, Diet had a lot of. I mean, just not only full cab or switch backside, master that stuff. I hope Derek's Pro Models gambling related. So it's like a scratch off. Like when you boardside the graphic, you can win something. Greg Lutzka backside heel. Did he have a good back heel? Trying to picture Greg Lutzka's back heel. I know he had a surprisingly good impossible. What's my wheelbase? 13.88. What do I think about another grind movie? I didn't like the first one, and I know that's heresy to a lot of the younger millennials. But by the time Grind came out, I was already far enough into skateboarding that it just seemed very it just seemed corny. And I don't have a problem with the mainstream getting some skateboarding because Grind absolutely helped out the skate industry. Got more people into skating. I know a ton of people who got into skating because of the movie Grind, but I just never was a fan of it. The closest thing to a skate movie that I enjoyed was Brink, and that's rollerblading. So get Kenny to do a backside down El Toro, please. Yeah, he should take out Jocelyn, dude. Is it a double set? Was it good? Chima Ferguson. Oh, that. Yeah, what is that double set in Australia still there? That thing was massive. The thing was like a 7 flat 6, right? Brink got me to Skate Lab as a kid. Miss Skate Lab, yeah. Yeah, that was a cool park. That's the skate park that raised Matthew Wilcox. Kenny Road to Pro when? I thought we were doing a Road to Soar for Kenny. Kenny already invented the popsicle. Dude, Kenny has been progressing lately. It's been sick. I have a video coming out later this week where Kenny does a wall ride on a straight up wall. It's so fucking sick. If Kenny turns pro, what will Dan do? Probably cry. Like emotionally be so stoked for him that I would cry. I miss Lincoln Ueda. He's still skating, and Lincoln Ueda's son skates and rips. I don't get who on the team is pro. The pros on the team are Christopher Hyatt, Zach Doling, Bucky Lassick, Steve Caballero, Andy Anderson, Sakura. It sucks that I forgot his name, but we have we have Killian, who's pro, but there's another freestyle on the team who I forget his name, and then Calvin or Kelvin. What do skaters do to live? Get jobs. Kenny needs a lizard graphic board. Ever been to Toronto? I've never been out of the United States. Oh yeah, Spencer. Yeah, Spencer Simeon. Duh. Can't believe I forgot Spencer. Sick kids. Mike V. Yeah, yeah. We have a ton of pros on the team. I mean, a lot of them fall in the legends category, but still. Oh, you just got my board today? Oh, yeah, Robert. Hope you like it. I think the secret to getting used to my board is to try less hard for your flip tricks. I actually just like applied for a passport. Who's on my 2000-ish Mount Rushmore? Andrew Reynolds, Heath Kirchart. Well, Heath Kirchart's before 2000s though. His career really started off in the mid 90s. Um, so we'll do well. Technically, Andrew Reynolds too. If we're talking like 2000 and beyond, that's tough. I guess Jamie Foy, Leo Romero. Man, saying 2000s makes it hard. Jamie Foy, Leo Romero, Grant Taylor. I mean, I want to put Dennis Business on there, but he's actually before that too. Day before that too. 2000s make it hard, man. Let's see. Double. Let's see. Diego. Yeah, Heath Kirchart's the M part. Absolutely. Banger. I mean, my favorite Heath Kirchart part is Sight Unseen. Hell yeah, hella Canadians in the chat. Has anyone seen the U? Tom Penny. Tom Penny's before 2002. I do want to make a Canada trip with Andy. That'd be great. Sight Unseen has one of the best soundtracks of any skate video. Oh, Mark Succio. Yeah, he's the last person in my Rushmore that just comes to mind. Like, not a super well thought out Rushmore, but all those names sound right to me. After watching your videos day in and day out, I can't wait to see the video at the end of the year. Yeah, I think it's gonna be really good, man. Bart Simpson or Marty McFly? Marty McFly. You still doing with the Lyme disease? I got some chronic health issues. I'm really with your struggles. Yep, I'm still getting it. I was just saying in the chat earlier though that creatine has helped me a lot. I mean, going to the gym in general and like just getting stronger in general has made it a lot easier to deal with. But creatine has helped a lot, and being a little bit more on top of just what I eat. Dying to Live is still one of my favorite skate videos to this day. Yeah, Dying to Live was really good. Do you know Nigel's friend Vinny Bond? I don't know him. I know who he is. He did that hard flip indie finger flip down Hollywood 12, but I don't personally know him. Can you give me a tip on my ollies because I keep landing on the nose? What would make you always land on the nose? I think what a lot of people don't realize is when they ollie and they slide their front foot up, they bring it back. Like your movement. In fact, here's another thing. If you watch a lot of people's ollies in super slow mo, sometimes their foot doesn't even get to the nose. But regardless, just think of the final position of where your front foot goes, and if your back foot's sliding up, how would you fix that? If your back foot's sliding up, like if your back foot's landing in the middle of the board and your front foot's landing on the nose, it just means you're jumping away from your board. Like you're jumping before your tail snaps the ground. Your tail should hit the ground and then you jump, not snap your board at the ground and jump and then have it meet up to you like a bouncy ball. Send me a free board. I've been getting a lot of send me a free board posts. If I could, dude, I would. I don't even have any of my own board. Are they in stock right now? Are my boards out of stock right now? I saw that Zach's boards were just out of stock. Oh, and someone early in the chat said they just got Zach's board. Hell yeah. Forgot to respond to that. Let's see. Flight. Let's see who's in stock right now. It looks like my board is out of stock. Zach's board is in stock. Is my board out of stock? Chris's Blem board. No, so Chris's board's in stock. So the only boards that are out of stock right now are my board, Andy's original shape, the 8-inch pink flight deck, and that's it. Everything else. Chris's board's in stock, Spencer Simeon's board in stock, um, Sakura's board's in stock. Zach's board was out for a minute. Wait, did I just miss his super think or something? Where'd that come from? Oh, there it is. Dan, stop picking on Kenny. Kenny and me have a relationship where we both think of each other as like our little or big brother, and there is no chance in hell that we will ever stop picking on each other. It's just too fun. It's just too fun. He knows which buttons to press with me, and I know what buttons to press with him, and it's a good time. I have Andy's hydrant, but I'm probably gonna try dance board next. Hell yeah. Yeah, I hope you like it. I honestly can't stand Kenny. Dude, I love Kenny. I really do. I mean, there's not a person in this world that I can't understand how someone wouldn't like them, Different people will get rubbed the wrong way by different people, but I love Kenny. Yeah, me and DeVille too. Kenny does love the shade, dude. He also loves when I throw him shade. This is a Kenny lovers only chat. Yeah, dude, Kenny's sick, dude. How cool is it that like just sort of organically, my skate crew has this guy who's 53 getting better at skating, like becoming the best skater that he's ever been at 53. Like I think it's fucking awesome. Like it's, because my channel sort of consists of a bunch of different side stories happening at the same time. Whether it's Andy Anderson working on his part or John Bradford getting gnarlier and gnarlier. And then it's just like Kenny's like getting better at skating at 53. And talk about a diet. All Kenny does is drink Baja Blast and eat potato chips. It's crazy. How did Kenny get introduced in the group? Through a mutual friend of DeVille's, and then he just kept coming back like a cat we fed too much. Yeah, the pressure flip on the bank that Kenny was doing was so good. He almost did that front foot impossible too. Did you ever play Orlando for his beautiful 540? I paid he didn't win that one. Whatchamacallit won. And it wasn't my decision. They all decided who won. And it was Brandon. I love the camaraderie between the PAL team. Yeah, we're all friends. I mean, that's really the main thing that it takes to get on the team is people have to get along with you. DeVille has a Kubrick level of footage. You're not wrong. DeVille has an insane amount of footage. I got fallen shoes because of Chris and Zach. Yeah, I hope you like them. But if you want to get better shoes, what you do is you use the code. My code for Etney is 15% off. Wasn't Kenny in Braille for a while? No, no, Kenny's never even been to Braille. I think the only people that have done anything with Braille on PAL is Andy Anderson forever ago, Christopher Hyatt forever ago, and Zach. Um, yeah, all of them did stuff a while ago. Derek better be in the kitchen making you dinner, dude. I wish he was. Derek probably is in his own kitchen making himself dinner. No, I got this though. I got my pizza. Do I think John could get Sodi sometime soon? Honestly, I think Zach or John is capable of so many fucking things. It's just a matter of what he does with it. But I think it's totally, dude. He has the gift, dude. He has something really really special. Have I looked into peptides? Yes, I've done a lot of research on peptides. Love your chest shape. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm hyped on it. I like the idea of someone calling it a chest shape too. Yeah, so it's 8.4 now, but there's an 8.9 version coming out, an 8.17 version coming out, a 7.7 version coming out, and then maybe another one, and then I think we're gonna do a wooden version as well. What happened to the two brothers that were recently skating with the team? You're talking about, I'm sorry, I'm super out of it right now. Yes, they still skate. They both got hurt though. Do you make penny boards? No. What's my wheelbase on those? 13.88, but the 7.7 has like a 13.2 wheelbase. It's super tiny. How do people skate with loose shoes? I have no idea. 7 ply version 1, hopefully when the other boards drop. I haven't heard, I've been kind of out of the loop on what's coming next. As Pal's always putting out new board shapes and stuff like that and working on new technologies. So there's a lot of moving parts. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't been as proactive as I should have been for getting these boards out. I look younger, Benjamin Button. Dude, I feel like I look so old now. Are you gonna travel overseas for medical care? No. I'm probably gonna do everything in America. I hate flying. Yeah, I love a good 7 ply. My daughter Kimberly wants to know when your surgery is. We just got it here. I already had surgery. So I had surgery yesterday. And yeah, we got 6 to, you know, 12 months till I can skate again. Dogs or cats? I'm a cat guy, but I do love dogs. Were you born with a mustache? Yes. Quick recap of the ankle. Had the surgery. They tied my tibia and fibia together with a tightrope thing, and then they tied something else together with a tightrope thing, and then they did micro fractures in my bones to help stimulate growth, so I won't be able to walk for 6 weeks. And that's pretty much it. Just my ankle's very much not movable right now. It's in a good bit of pain, and we're gonna have to wait it out 6 to 12 months till I can skate again. Yeah, going over a year without skating is crazy. It's already been 7 months, so yeah. I'll be able to probably push around in 4 months. Just I won't be able to ollie or anything, but push around, go back to the pump track and stuff like that. You and Abe have the same surgeon? Nah, no. I'm not sure who he went to. Oh, and also another thing, the person who asked about my surgery, the guy who did my surgery skates, and he was like, "Yeah, I've seen some of your videos," because he's like a Andy Anderson fan. When is Kenny's pro model coming out? We'll buy it out. That's a higher up question, dude. I'd buy. What do you think Kenny's shape would be? I mean, obviously, Kenny's board would just be like shade. It'd just be like a dark gray tint, and it would just say Pal Peralta. Damn, you going back to homelessness after backpacking John Hill? What's backpacking John Hill? You should paint a cast symmetry board graphic. Like I stole John Hill's shtick? What do you mean? I don't think my channel is anything like John Hill's. John Hill's channel is about John Hill's. My channel is about like the skateboarding that I am around and myself. I would say my channel is when I can skate, it's like a 60-40 split. 60% of my channel is about me trying to put the spotlight on my friends that I think should have it or just goofing around with them, and then 40% of it is about like my life and my skating. John Hill backpack and don't forget to work on those Kegels. Sugary Bros. Your shirt is so comfy. Oh, Surgery Bros. Oh, thanks, man. You got the graphic that we have? Sakura has my favorite graphic. Her new graphic's so sick. Well, the free team, you go full send on some crazy editing, YouTube digital shit, and revamp your channel. Yeah, I could definitely put more effort into the editing, but I feel like I want to take that energy that I would do some with, you know, just like over editing my videos because I think my videos do get the point across. It's just mostly skating, banter, hanging out, nothing super crazy. I'd rather take a lot of that other energy and try to like build something a little bit else for myself, like me been working on my health and going to the gym and stuff like that. Um, maybe build like a members section for my channel to help pay the people that are in my videos a little bit more. I am 53 and a little over 2 weeks, and I never expected to live past 30. So yeah, getting old is fucking weird. Getting old is pretty fucking weird. Woohoo! Also about Jamie's new 100 tricks. What's even funnier and crazier is his wrist was broken the entire video. Yeah, dude, that guy's a freak. His foot eye coordination is insane. Hey, like your skates. How is Andy off camera skating? Exactly the same. That's just how he rides around. Derek sucks. Fuck yes, dude. Derek does suck. Okay, we talk about your comments, your Derek sucks comments all the time, and he adores them, dude. Don't ever stop. He was just like, he was like, there's a guy who comments on your videos all the time. And he just says Derek sucks every time. And I was like, what? And he was pointing him out to me. So good. You mess with street scooter riders? What do you mean? I'm down for anyone who does anything that they enjoy. Rollerblading, scootering, skateboarding. I don't care. Will I get a new graphic if in a future drop? If I design another board shape, I probably would. Like another team board. Yeah, Zillow, dude. Yeah, I'm a fan, dude. Derek sucks for sure. The new mini logo trucks, I do know that, Derek has the best spin and flip tricks, man. I agree. I think Derek has incredible style. I do know that George has been working on a new truck for a minute. Can you share what Matt thought about skating your wheelbase on transition? He loved it. He wanted more of them, but they sold out, so he couldn't get his hands on them. But he really enjoyed it, and I think he might start messing around with the 8.9. I also think that Flip might start skating them, and Deville's riding the 8.9 right now, the only one in existence. Deville has. He took it off my hands. My friend bought your board. Now he can tray Flip El Toro. Can you imagine if Jocelyn did it on my board? Derek has the best figgy tricks down gaps. He has a lot of my favorite things. I like the way his full cabs look. What trucks are you on currently? Like when not filming? I'm still on the Grind King lockers. Zach reminds me of Chris, the lead singer of the Dashboard Confessional. Dude, Zach is vindicated. You're not wrong. Because New Jersey produces the most stylish skaters. There's definitely some. I mean, yeah, there's some valid arguments for that. You guys got a shot. I know, a lot of people like Fred Gall style. Best style out of New Jersey. Germany makes good skaters too, dude. Dennis Buznets. I'm gonna try to film. So Deville is buying another ladder. So when we go to schools with big fences, we can have two ladders, one for me to get onto the fence and one for me to get to the other side. We're gonna try to do everything we can to Kenny has an e-scooter for me. So we're gonna do everything I can to get me back to filming as much as I possibly can, but I'm probably gonna miss a few days coming up. Brandon's goaded. I fully agree. Deville's a jerk. No, he's not a jerk. He's just like a Gen X goober. He's mostly pulling people's legs. I like the bill. When is the last time you went to Charm City? I BMX there a few times in the early white 2000s. Always like the Montgomery skate park. Just have to watch out for getting knifed and robbed. I haven't been to Charm City in 3 years or something like that. Last time I went to Woodward on the East Coast, I went to Charm City when I visited my dad. Team Power also is the best crew to watch on the internet. Thanks, man. Deville's board would be a 2.5 zoomed selfie. He has a board for his, I don't know what it was, like 20 years of working there or something like that. He got a board where it was like a New York cap and stuff like that. Here's 20 bucks for Kenny's Baja Blast one. That's crazy. DeVille does literally bite people. We bite him back too, though. I think he just got excited. I think I need to find a good broom with the squeegee to bring with me to parks. Absolutely. You should always have that in your car. What was your favorite tricks you saw go down the recent Jackass movie park thing? I haven't seen anything besides Chris's Slam, so I guess it has to be that. What's the best etnies for board feel? Whatever uses Foxy. Vulcanized board shoe they have. Personally, I don't like vulcanized shoe. I would rather have less board feel and protect my feet more. Like if you like the lutes that I ride, the Etnies lutes have really good board feel and really good protection. That's why I ride them. I think it's the best skate shoe ever made. Yeah, he is a biter. Good luck with your help. Greetings from Russia. I'm skating for 25 years and have a dream to skate with you guys. I understand almost what you were saying, but it's like a parallel world. Right? If you ever make it out here, hit us up. Russia's got a wild skate scene. I've seen they had that one indoor skate park that like I would see like footage of like they would open the door and it was like a constant snowstorm outside. Didn't that one guy film a part like in the ice and snow? Like handrails were like popping off of ice. Crazy. Gets two best shoe ever made. You know what's a really good shoe? That was vulcanized. Peter Ramondetta's Huff shoe. That was a really good shoe. My favorite shoe of all time though is Bobby Worst's S shoe. I forget what it was called. Really good shoe. Dennis Business, yeah, best skater ever. Should I spray lacquer on my ledge for street spots? Absolutely. Rub brick it, lacquer it, then wax it. We need you on a rascal. I agree. That is that the knee scooter thing? Kenny says he has one for me. Yeah, the ice footage is insane. Boots are good. The heel has a midsole. The forefoot is thicker than bulk. Yeah. Dan, I'm just tuning in. Hope all is good with you. Yep, just healing up. Uh, on the mend. Did you listen to the new Modest Mouse album? I did, and it was just like I see what they're doing. Like it's sort of like the more polished sound that they have now, but sort of trying to go a little bit back to the roots, especially with the formatting of the song. But I just wasn't super into it. It was fine. Like if you liked We Were Dead Before the Ship Even Sank, I think you would really like the new album. But I didn't really like that one either. Are angle grinders better than rub brick? I'm not sure. I always just use rub brick. That would be hilarious to see filming one of those scooters. It's gonna be a reality. I'm 100% gonna do that. When are you taking Matthew to the Hawk's Nest? AJ will get you in. Yeah, we've been trying to do that for a minute. I was supposed to get up with AJ like 2 months ago, but I forget what happened. We demand you buy DeVille a hot fudge sundae. Yeah, you know more about that lore than I do. What is up with him and wanting hot fudge sundaes? How did MJ die? I don't know. Um, and it's also one of those things that if I did know, I feel like yeah, I don't know. I don't. It's like not my place to tell. Well, what I do know is he had one of the most influential skateboarding careers of all time, and said a lot of amazing things about skateboarding. Big fan. Thank you for all the content. All right, good night, Foss. I am a patient boy. Wait, I wait, I wait, I wait. Switch flip next week? Not for me, that's for sure. Lucas has the highest pop. John can pop higher than Lucas. Who has the highest pop on the team? I'm not sure. You went to school with Jeremiah from Modest Mouse? No way. Yeah, rest in peace. Incredible drummer. I think Matt is on his way to turning pro. Lucas's buck. Is he hurt? I hope not. No, he's not hurt. He's just been off doing his own thing, working on his video part. I have some footage coming out of Lucas soon. Any news on Craig and Phil making an appearance? I got to skate with Phil at Swamp Fest, but nothing concrete. I would love to get Craig back out here. Yeah, he always did skate to good songs. Mark Johnson. Did John get something on the Costco Gap? Not yet. He doesn't have something on it yet. Any Nine Club plans? No. I mean, I skate with Raj all the time. I have a feeling John nollied the Costco Gap. He hasn't landed anything on it yet. I don't want to be a bad influence. Enjoy music. Relax. Let me see. What do you say before that? Harold. When's John going pro? Hopefully this year. Yeah, John is a beast. Swamp Fest was fucking crazy. Yeah, I definitely want to go back. Spencer's my favorite power rider since seeing him in your videos. Must be fun to watch in person. Yeah, oh yeah, duh. He has the most pop on the team, Spencer for sure. How is John not pro? He just hasn't put out the pro part yet, but he's filmed it already. He just has to put it out. And I know you might be thinking, well, Chris didn't put out a pro part when he turned pro. Different paths. You know, different ways to go about it in today's day and age. Also, you got to think, John had a kid and he was getting his family together and stuff like that. So he had a lot of stuff going on that didn't let him focus as hard on skateboarding. So that played a part in like a little bit of a delay, but he will 100% be turning pro. If I could be 100% healed for 10 seconds, what trick would I do? Prince F50, tail smack. Just like on a quarter pipe. Do we sit on footage more than other teams? Most teams aren't putting out full lengths. They're just kind of waiting for individual team riders to film a part and drop that. But I think we're all just trying to, you know, keep it tight and put out a full length. Have you been talking to Jason Park recently? From time to time. We're definitely always chatting. He's doing good. He responded to one of my prompts on Instagram. that I couldn't post because it was the most, like, sexual thing anyone's ever said to anybody. It was insane. What's the most insane trick that Jamie Griffin has done so far to you? I wouldn't even be able to tell you what it was. He's done so many crazy flip tricks. I don't even like, any of the triple flip stuff was crazy. Going to the 9 Club Classics, I'm unfamiliar with that. Where the F is Derek? I'm having him come over tomorrow. How long will the full length be? I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty long. Miss seeing Devin in the videos? Me too. Once I can skate again, there'll be more Devin. I need to make a farther trip. Derek will be getting on one of the streams. He'll be getting on the next stream. Does Derek live in New York? He lives here now. He moved to Long Beach. Is John Christian? Yes. Well, yeah, yeah. We'll say yes. I don't know, like, as far as label goes. Like, he believes in God and he, believes in Jesus. Where to buy Powell's experimental decks? They don't sell them. You might be able to find some stuff on eBay though. I tore my left foot apart a year ago, and I'm regular. Mike Mo style. Ooh. So I thought, damn, well, 20 years skating, but I healed up, and so will you. How important is water in the healing process? Extremely important. Think about like your body relies on water to do everything. If you're improperly hydrated, it's just going to perform slower in general. Just stay super on top of it. I stopped watching the vids. I think it's because the video length should be longer by 10 minutes plus thumbnail clickbait. Yeah, I mean, I feel like my titles and thumbnails are always like pretty vague now. Like Skater does crazy thing, just because I like playing the game of I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, it depends on your definition of clickbait. Some people say if Andy Anderson's in the title and thumbnail, it's clickbait, but that's what's like actually in the video. I think clickbait is like lying about what's in the video. Like if I was like, biggest ollie ever done, and then it's like not the biggest ollie ever done. I would call that clickbait. But every thumbnail that I use is literally a video grab from the video, so it's always something that actually happened in the video. And then I just usually call the video something big. I feel like my audience I have a very consistent audience. My videos have been getting the same amount of views for the past however many years. Like it's usually around 25,000 views. And I'm not too worried about getting more views. I'm not trying to really blow up any more than it already is. I like my audience. Yeah, I don't use AI for anything. Yeah, and their vlogs, yeah, they know what you're getting. Like top tier skateboarding, if you want to see the best skateboarding you possibly can, you go to Thrasher. If you want to see a bunch of guys just having fun, that's when you would come to like a YouTube vlog channel. I have no spots near me. How do I find slash create them? I would just Google DIY skate spot tutorials. Keen Ramps has a bunch of videos on how to like build ramps for free. A couple different things you could do. Go wax spots, clear coat them. I mostly watch your street videos. Park is boring in my opinion. Greetings from Argentina. Yeah, I think sometimes I really like watching the skate park videos just because it's like constant tricks over and over. And Street Spot, it's a little bit more of like storytelling of someone battling something. So sometimes in the more in the mood for one than the other. But I actually miss putting out the skate park videos. I haven't put out a skate park video in a second. Does Lyme hinder your healing process? I would assume so, but nothing yet. I mean, this is just day one. Hey, what up, Dan? Never knew you went live. Pretty sick. Yeah, I go to live every once in a while. I'm not super on top of it. Keen is a fun channel too. I enjoy your videos, and there's also I love Keen Ramps videos. I used to do their videos actually. I watch mostly for the storytelling and banter. Yeah. Watch out for those Lone Star ticks at Woodward. I didn't even think about getting ticks at Woodward. Good call, actually. I need to bring some like serious bug repellent. Is a consistent 25K a video livable? Yeah, yeah. Before I did this, did roadwork construction. I did like blacktop, concrete, MOT. whatever, and, that was I was probably working on average 45 hours a week to 30 hours a week, or well, 50 hours a week to like 30 hours a week, weather permitting. And I make more money doing YouTube than I did doing that. See, it's comfortable. I make a comfortable living doing this. I'm not like balling, like I'm not like making crazy money, but like I can say this: I had my ankle surgery, and it wasn't the scariest thing in my life financially. Like I knew I was going to be able to handle it, and people sent money, which really helped out. Oh, also, I love when you drop random obscure literature references and jokes. Yeah, I get a little niche on the channel. I do be offering decent amount of money for tricks. I just want to see the shit, dude. There's tricks that I really want to see. And I have a lot of friends that are capable of it, but I know a lot of times they want to save that sort of effort for like a video part clip. But sometimes I just want to see like a dumb late kickflip trick, and I'll throw $50 up. When's vert era? Might be sooner than later, depending on what my ankle does. What's my favorite '90s skate video? Jump off a building. I miss those slappies too, dude. I like your fast humor. If only I could skate fast, dude. That's my big mission when I get back on a board. I want to just skate faster. Like I want to skate like objectively fast, not just faster than I skate. I want to be like a fast skater. I think it'll be fun, dude. I couldn't even ollie all tour. My legs would explode. What is the most trendy trick right now? Maybe crook back 5 bash. No slide nollie flips are pretty hot. Long back tails are pretty hot. Misled youth is a good call. Yeah, Dennis Busenet's fast for sure. Do better, dude. I'm trying. Love child is a good answer. Swamp Fest, was it the water or lack of water that got everyone sick? Probably the lack of water. Shut up, dude. You're a slow skater and we love it. I know I'm a slow skater, but I want to skate faster. Pro One Video Magazine and Beavis and Butthead largely influenced my music taste. Yeah, skate videos definitely influenced my music taste. Yeah, we definitely need to do a Bay Area trip. You have any more videos like the Swamp Fest videos? It's a whole vibe. Hopefully soon. Whenever I cover the skate events, they always do really well. It's just I don't know, you gotta travel for them, and I got so many, like, things that I wanna do here too. Like, I really like putting a spotlight on specific skaters. It is cool to go to the events and, cover that stuff, but Big Brother number 2, oh, that's a good one. Big Brother number 2 was a good one. Came here after watching Chad Caruso in the nightclub. Was he just on it again? Like, because he's already been on it once. If you if you skate fast, you can't do 3 tricks in a line on the same ledge, you're not wrong. Would Modest Mouse fit a skate park? Yep. It's that's where I learned about Modest Mouse. I mean, they used it in One Step Beyond, Alone Down There, in Misled Youth they used, Shit Luck. Yeah, I think Chad just got finished his 2nd Skate Across America. Yeah, he did. He did it again in, like, record time. Kenny started the Ollie North trend and invented the popsicle. Dern and Dan collab. We've talked about it actually. Dude, I'm so stoked on the Dern Bros. I've seen Dalton for many, many years from Damn Yam contests when he was just like a pup. Basically like backside 270 scooping into like little down rails and stuff like that. And to see him and his brother, both of his brothers, like create something in skateboarding that is getting good views, that is bringing people who don't skateboard into skateboarding. Anytime they collab with Bam, it has such a huge reach. And I think they do a decent job showing skateboarding to a larger audience to make it feel a little bit more welcome. I think what those guys are doing is great. Um, like I'd like to get John Bradford in one of their videos soon. Would love to see an MJ tribute video where the team learns some MJ tricks. Yeah, that could be fun. Um, A little bit down the line, though. I don't know, like, I don't really like, it's great to pay tribute to Mark Johnson. I think he is undeniably one of the most important skaters of my generation for sure. Um, but I don't like the idea of, like, so much attention being like, I don't know, like, I don't like the idea of so many people making money off of it. It just feels kinda weird, and, like, see, there's AI posts, people making AI posts of Mark Johnson is just kinda crazy to me. Like, let's be a little bit more respectful. 250-foot grind, yeah, I saw that, dude, shit was crazy. Bam annoys me. I understand where you're coming from. I'm not the biggest Bam Margera fan in general, but when I see someone who went through the life that that guy's gone through, extreme drug addiction, best friend Ryan Dunn died. When a person has access to all that money and all that attention, I think it's very hard to not go down a dark path. And for him to go through all of that, and he was like gaining weight and partying and failed relationships, made a lot of bad decisions, had a lot of bad things happen to him. And to come back to skateboarding with the same passion that he did when he was younger, I'm cheering for Bam. I might not be the biggest Bam fan, but I love the idea of anyone, having a redemption story. When you gonna go on the nightclub? I don't know. I've never really talked to him about it. What do you think of those everyone skates big boards? They're awesome, but I destroyed my kneecap with one of them, but they're fun. Are you gonna skate the new Muni? Probably at some point. How am I feeling? Oh, what up, Spencer? I'm all right. I'm just posted up. It's throbbing right now. It's definitely a good bit of pain. I got some Advil in me or Tylenol. I can't take Advil. I got pizza right here. I got your boards in stock. If you Spencer Simeon's in the chat, go buy Spencer Simeon boards. It's flight deck. I'll tell you the dimensions of it right now. Spencer Simeon board, 8.25, 31.95 length. Wheelbase 14.25. Classic shape. But yeah, the doctors told me, probably 6 months till I can start to really skate again. The procedure, I was under for 2 hours, I believe. Pizza, Advil, living it up. Hell yeah, dude. Do I listen to Metric at all? I used to. Metric and what was that other one? Oh my god, they did that Blue Jean song. You'd be great on the Nine Club, fucking encyclopedia. Raj and me nerd out on, I'd love to have, like, Raj on one of these streams actually, because Raj is a skate nerd too. But his nerdness is very much, like, the same time as what I know about, but he was there for it. Yeah, Dead Disco is a banger of a song. Yes, damn, Spencer Simeon on metric ball knowledge. That was on everyone's, like, MySpace profile for, like, a year. You're strictly indie rock? No. No, I mean, I like, Ugly Duckling, like, I like some hip hop. I like, old folk. Some of the new modern folk's fun. The 8.9 video or the 8.9 board, I'm not sure when it's gonna be available. Hopefully later this year. Ladytron, that is the band I was trying to think of. Thank you, Harold. You got good music taste. You mentioned Ugly Casanova song once, and I was like, yeah, this guy's all right. Oh yeah, Ugly Casanova, fucking rule, dude. I mean, anything Isaac Brock touches. I've been getting into Lynx lately. You ever listen to Link? Uh, Evidently Ben Gibbard was a part of it at some point, and then the bass guy in early Modest Mouse was also part of it, so you can really hear like that Dramamine bass kind of sound, like that feeling from Modest Mouse, like throughout their stuff. It's really good. How come I can't ollie good in hockey side of your nose? Oh, like if you use the hockey side as the tail? The hockey side, like the square tail, I think is really good for shoves because it keeps your board from flipping over because it's a wider point for it to not teeter on. I always do my ollie stuff off the round side. I'm not sure of the physics behind that though. Drama me and baseline, what song? Oh, it's not the same baseline, but it's just that style. Like the very dominant Like, you know how, like, the early Modest Mouse, the bass was really, a leading sound of a lot of the songs, especially on, uh, Lonesome Crowded West, and when you listen to Link, it's a similar feel. You'll immediately pick up on some of the sounds and similarities. I thought Mazzy Star was one of the Shane O'Neill songs. I don't know if you ever skated to Mazzy Star or not. Interstate 8, wonderful song. Death Cab, yeah, if you watch Death Cab, they just had I forget what the show is called, but they, like, ask them different bands. Like, they listen to, like, the first 5 seconds of a song and guess the band, and one of the songs was a Modest Mouse song, and they, gave Modest Mouse their flowers, and I was the millennial hipster in me was rejoicing. What do you think of the golf trend when skaters get money? I like hitting golf balls with my friends. I mean, I haven't done it in years. I don't hate golf, but, like, golf, it takes up so much space and it's so expensive, and I feel like there's a lot cooler stuff that people could do with that much space, but I don't know. Like, I used to like playing golf with my dad, like, once a month. We would save up and go to the golf course. There was, like, a little, like, par 3 9-hole thing that we would go to. I think it is weird that it's, like, such a big trend right now. I don't know. No shade on golf. It's fun to play, but I do think that golf itself is kind of the price of golf, I think, is pretty lame. I hate how expensive it is and how much water it takes to keep those courses going and stuff like that. Golf, great drinking game. Good call. Yeah, maybe because 'cause I'm sober, that's why I don't like golf anymore. Mini golf is fun. Whenever Landon comes out, Moon in Antarctica is my favorite Modest Mouse album. I wish golf had a more natural landscape. Yeah, like street golf. You can just put random holes like around different areas and you just street skate the golf course. I could see disc golf being kind of fun. I played it over a friend's house once, like, I don't know, 12 years ago or something like that. It was pretty fun. Love your videos, bro. Looking for it every day. Much love from Australia. Oh yeah, dude. My favorite humans from Australia. Sean Enoch. Yeah, street golf in suburbs would go hard. What, do you get kicked out too? Because you'd be like breaking people's like windows and stuff. DMV. What's up from Torrance, DMV? Oh, you're from Torrance. You're at Torrance's DMV. Good curbs. I was thinking DMV like Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. Have you ever tried snowboarding? Yes. Uh, Pretty fun. I don't do any tricks though. I just like treat it like a sled. Gray Ice Water is an incredible song. Love you too, Kenny. Is the PAL team ever going to come skate the parks in Phoenix? We did not that long ago. I know last year, like Derek and Dylan and me went out there a couple times. Steve Irwin, RIP. Big facts, dude. By the puppy dog of the sea too. Have you ever skated Chicago? Yeah. Actually, like years ago, I went out there and stayed with Marissa Dos Santos. I met her at a contest called Top Shop at Third Layer, which is the shop that Tay, Christopher Hyatt's girlfriend, worked at. Small world. But I met Marissa there, and then we would just chat over AIM, and then I just randomly went out and stayed with her in Lagrange, Illinois, and then we street skated with Chicago with her friends, Thomas and all those guys. It was really fun, really good spots. I watched her 50-50 cannonball a 9 stair rail for fun. Like, she would skate handrails and not film it. It was pretty sick. Baby blue sedan, hell yeah. Are you gonna go to the freestyle thing in Venice on Saturday? Probably not. I'm not positive though. Does Derek perm his hair? I don't think so. Sup, Ace Life. Like Ace trucks or like Ace as in like asexual? Heard you quote Ugly Casanova in a video. I do love Ugly Casanova. Yeah, drinking tons of water, buddy. Definitely on it. I got what time is it right now? I'm a little behind schedule, but it says 5 p.m. Asexual trucks, they don't grind. No, I didn't put any of the jackass stuff. Gambling. Derek's hair is like that from gambling stress. Yeah. Aqua Teen Hunger Force marathon. That Devil's Brood Witch episode like scared me. Flintstone gummies suck. The hard Flintstone vitamins were the good ones. Opposite of Grind Kings. Stall Queens. Can you do underflip variations? I could do like the 360 underflip stuff where you basically scoop a 360 shove with your toe hanging off and it just kind of flops over. It almost looks just like a 360 flip. I miss Flintstone pop push-ups. Are they still making those? Are those done? I wish Etnies made loots with the Michelin tread. I actually prefer the tread on the loots over the Michelin. I swear it lasts longer. Need some Z rollers. Yeah, how do those work? Do they have bearings or what? Never looked at our complete skateboards. I like this board. Look at this. It's like the classic wingboard. Let's see. It's important to drink this milk right away so it doesn't oxidize. It really helps me with the treatment. Performance therapy enough, your ligaments and bones will be stronger. Take it easy on biking and that's so spoiled. Yeah, I'm not taking biking in. Sesame milk, huh? I'll look into that. Never skated at Nice. I think they make some good shoes, man. How long will at Nice send you one shoe? I don't know. What do you mean? Like if I keep asking for the same shoe? They've been sending me whatever I ask for, and then they'll give me other shoes to try out. Or side of week recovery with chip on the ankle fracture. Cartoon cat. You should check out the show from and you're going to be decommissioned for a bit. What's the show called? Chris? Let me see what you said earlier. I'm having trouble keeping up with all the chats. We need PSL season 2. Are they gonna do another one? That neuron gun gum, dude. That shit's crazy. Need Andy's Pro Etnies shoe back. I have some up there. I think I have like 2 or 3 pair of them. I mean, I was just gonna hold on to them. Just something, keepsake. I put out a shoe video today. I have another one coming out tomorrow. Derek is great. I love all the Derek hype. Ellis sucks. Ellis who? Jason Ellis? What's the make and model for my water bottle? I don't know. I literally just Googled like what Zulu? ZULU. That's the name of the brand. And hydration tracking. 169 indies with Grind King Kingpins. That sounds like a good setup. We bet on Derek. Hell yeah, dude. I never told you this, but I really enjoy how you film. Everybody included us, man. Oh yeah, thanks, man. Who has better hard flips, John or Derek? Better looking? John. Who's better at them? How Derek can do them way higher. But John might be able to do it on a bigger gap. I don't know. If I had to guess who could do more in a row, though, it's definitely Derek. Isn't Zulu the Scientology god? I don't think so. Isn't his name? Maybe it is Zulu. I love Derek, and he only has 5K followers. It's wild. Yeah, I agree. Everyone should go follow Derek on Instagram. Is Fakey really switched? Nah, it's just the other regular. Zeno. There you go. Is it Zeno or Zeno? Is it spelled with a Z or a X? Derek needs a channel. He started one a while ago, but he didn't do anything with it. But he's not a god though, right? Like in Scientology, he's just like an alien. Yeah, that jackass lamb was crazy. Derek actually built that ramp. Derek's good, but he's so lazy. I don't think he's lazy, man. I think he just a lot of the days that you don't see him filming a lot of stuff in my video, it's because he was trying a trick for his part that day. Do grind kings not get wheel bite? They're wheel bite resistant. So like in the same way that your phone is like water resistant if you have like an iPhone 14 or newer, that it's harder to get wheel bite on grind kings. Just wanted to say that the way you lift up others and support everyone is very inspiring. I'm going through knee surgery recovery. As a drummer, you heal up, rest up, keep it killing. So if you have knee surgery, does that mean you can't use like the drum kicks or whatever? He's not lazy, he's efficient. Yeah, you're right. He's just perfect. He's an asshole. That's my asshole, dude. Derek's the perfect amount of asshole. Wax your wheel wells, that does help. But yeah, I mean, I do think that Grind King definitely makes it so I get wheel bite way less. Do I care if I get credit as a filmer on clips? I don't. No. Can I do phone sideways? I think if I go sideways, yeah, it says orientation's locked. So if you're watching this on a laptop, it probably looks weird. Your videos always get me to go skate. Love the new video with Andy. That's the goal. I want my videos to get people hyped to go out there and skate. Yeah, I play fast and aggressive music too. You know, damn. So what does that mean? You can't play at all, or you have someone filling in your band, or what are you doing? Math falls are crazy. I fully agree. I'm watching on a 32-inch monitor. Someone's like a strip down the middle. That sucks. I'm sorry. This is the way I was holding my phone when I started the live, and I didn't think anything of it, and I was just like, oh, I guess this is what we're doing. Sam, watch your videos. I have watched your videos every day for the past year. Fucking love them. Thank you for doing what you do. Thanks for watching, man. I'm having a blast doing it. Roger made a great point about how filmers are underpaid in the skateboard industry. I was never a filmer, but the dude that used to skate for girl was pissing me off with everything he'd argue. I mean, skateboarders and filmers are really not making decent money in skateboarding right now. But filmers in general, like people who are trying to like have a like, because when I think of like the filmers for like a local shop, those guys just had to do it all for the love. And those filmers always ended up being the people who were like driving around and like fixing up their spots. They were really I feel like a lot of them got exploited for like they wanted to be a part of the crew. So skaters would be like, "Oh yeah, you can be a part of the crew, but you got to buy this $1,000 camera with this $400 lens, and you got to drive." I think it was pretty common for the filmer for a lot of like local scenes to be kind of, you know, the more awkward kids. Just kind of shitty behavior. Now that I think about it, bro strategy should be make a comfortable living. Yeah, I mean, if there's enough money for them to make a comfortable living, for sure. Just skateboarding spread so thin right now. I think it's hard on everyone. Your board got to build a land of 360 flip again, and nobody can ever take that away from you. You're right. He does 10 a day now. Recap the update. Real quick recap. My ankle had the surgery. It was a success, but it was more got done than they expected. So instead of not being able to walk for 2 weeks, I'm not going to be able to walk for 6 weeks. And it looks like it's going to be between like 6 and 9 months, but possibly up to 12 months till I can, skate again. But we're doing everything we can to make it so I can continue to film videos. So I have a knee scooter. DeVille's getting a second ladder to make it easier for me to climb fences. You know, I'm probably gonna miss some videos coming up soon. Uh, so it is what it is, but we're trying to minimize that as little as possible. And then my mom's coming out Saturday to take care of me. Also, I've been very mumbly this entire time because I had the medicine in me. I just had surgery yesterday, and I got 2 hours of sleep last night. So my apologies for my rambling. Also, I suck at reading in general. So I'm 49. I come back to skating after almost 30 years off the board. You are part of the reason why I lost 70 pounds. You and skateboarding probably saved my life, dude. Losing 70 pounds is so sick. Skateboarding's such good cardio. I like when I because when I stopped skating when I got hurt with my ankle, I gained like 15 pounds immediately. That's why I started going to the gym because I was gaining weight. You should film some gaming vids with Derek while you're out. I'd like to. I wanna, have different team riders film videos while I'm gone too. Like Derek just film an entire video, like a day in the life with Derek, a day in the life with Chris, a day in the life with Andy, and then send the footage to me and me edit it. As a new viewer, it's super sick. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I wanna see that DeVille switch reach up too. Mumble rap. Derek gambling stream? Dude. He's struggling right now, dude. He has no money to gamble with. He just made the move to California. Danny DeVille, heir to the throne. I watch your videos daily. Love your videos. I wish there was a Dan channel on the blading community. Is there not? I know that Instagram has some decent content, but there's like blading YouTuber. I know that Air Dolphin was doing it, but I understand that he's like pretty niche and different. Yeah, Derek's big broke now, dude. He's working though. So you lost hella weight because you had to drop sugar because diabetes. Yeah, I bet. I cannot believe I haven't gotten diabetes. How terrible my diet was for the first like 30 years of my life. I'm back. Can you see me? Where'd I go? Can you guys see me? I can't see if you can see me. Hold on, let me go to my click here. Click here, click here. Screen's black. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I just can't see it. That's fine. I can't see you either. We good. Okay, we're good. Yeah, Angie has her own channel on YouTube. Her and Zach have been like filming each other's videos. She's still skating, but she hurt her hip, and for her to not be able to skate at the level that she was, I think she just wanted to take a step back. You know what I mean? She was like really going hard for a minute. But yeah, I think she might start coming back out on the sessions. Uh, Her channel's doing well. Like she's definitely getting views. She helps Zach film his videos. Um, Let me see. Her channel is Angelina Skate. So you just type in Angelina Skate and it'll come up. Yeah, she already got 1.8 thousand views. Her last video she posted 6 days ago. It already has 2,000 views. Yeah, she's killing it. What's my opinion on Dylan Reeder? Um, Extremely influential. I really liked earlier Dylan Reeder. Like I liked him in A Time to Shine. The new, like when he really got more into the fashion and the style side of things, I wasn't as big of a fan. But still an incredible skateboarder. Got a midfoot fracture. Wait, Matt doesn't YouTube. Tonight's topic, we were just talking about my injury and just kind of chit chatting with everyone. No specific topic right now. You and Andy should do a series the way you guys have a vision for a spot and tricks. I want to do more, like, I'd like to do more live stream stuff with Andy where we just, like, pick a random spot and just skate around. Like, think of, what was that one Barrack series where they, like, just go, they would throw, like, a dartboard? Whatever that series was. Something like that, but, like, with Andy. What's your daily diet like? I try to stay around 2,000 calories. I have, like, a coffee in the morning, don't eat for a little bit, and then I'll have, I don't know, I eat a lot of salmon, I eat a lot of crab meat, I eat a lot of shrimp, I eat a lot of sushi, I have pizza right here. It's pretty all over the place, but I definitely, I eat a lot of junk food, but I try to balance that out by having my main meals be like healthy for me. Manscaped did reach out to me a while ago, but I'm not interested in doing brand deals with stuff that isn't giving money to skateboarding or isn't like fully affiliated with skateboarding, unless it's something that like really adds value. Like there's a company that reached out to me that has there's exercise bikes that I might actually take them up on it because I need to be able to do cardio while I'm healing with my ankle, and those bikes are going to be one of the easier ways to do it. So I might do something with them. Plus, like the product seems like really sick. It has like a big screen on it and stuff like that. I'm gonna see if it's compatible with my computer so I could edit on it. That'd be kind of cool. Don't trust people who don't like seafood. I know a lot of people who don't like seafood. I love seafood though; it's my favorite. Andy has no rail stats on 3 and 4, but he is like Spider-Man on rails. If anyone needs Manscaped, it's Dan. You're not wrong. Football as well. Yep, things are good. Are you the no slide god? No, Brandon is. So I have two versions of my deck, different sizes. There's going to be like 4 or 5 of them. There's going to be the bigger one, 8.9, then a smaller one, 8.17, then another smaller one, 7.7, and then a wood version. Did you know Mark Johnson? No, no, I actually never met him. Big fan of him though. P Rod does UFC meals. I don't know what that means. Is that like a brand? Shrimp and grits and green parrot in VA Beach. They fry the shrimp in bacon grease. I'm 38. 38 years old. I'm doing all right after my operation. Still a bit woozy, but I'm doing all right. When Dan takes off his shirt, Robin Williams smiles in heaven. I am a hairy fella. Yeah, I think for the different sizes of my board and the 9 or the 7 ply and stuff like that, I think we are going to do like different colors. Yeah, literally UFC branded meals. What is that even? What's is that just like high protein or something? What do UFC fighters eat? I think like the meal plans can be cool. Um, but like brand it for like something like UFC is kind of weird. I don't know. I guess get that money. I guess I don't eat sea bugs. Yeah, I can definitely see someone looking at seafood and thinking it's really gross looking. But I'm from Maryland, so I was like raised on crabs and stuff like that. So big fan. P Rod sells a lot of funny shit. I blame him for Deirdre's gambling addiction, or Derek's gambling addiction. Me too. I haven't been paying much attention at all to what P Rod's been up to. Like if he drops a part, I'll watch it. Their meals that will, in theory, be good, but they're full of like salt and stuff. Oh. I tried HelloFresh for a minute. They wanted to do a brand deal, and they sent me like a couple things, and it wasn't like I would do a brand deal if it was good, but I don't want to like sell my audience something that I don't think is good, and the meals were not that great, so I didn't do it. Same with like a headphone company reached out to me, and I was stoked on them. They were like these touch headphones, but then they were like really finicky, so I didn't do the brand deal. Even if you never skate again, your videos are awesome. I don't think anyone has watched. There's more skate info than you. I got some pretty skate nerdy friends. They got a pretty deep knowledge of skateboarding. How's the Lyme disease? I was talking about it earlier. Um, and interestingly enough, someone just brought up creatine. I've been taking creatine and just like exercising a lot more to help deal with it, and it's been helping a lot. No, I take creatine powder though. I don't do any sort of supplements. I mean, pills will work, but don't do the gummies and don't leave it in water too long. Does the movie you're finishing up at the end of the year have a name yet? I don't think we named it yet. No, I just wanted to give you props because you post consistently and a bunch of skate content. It's badass. Appreciate your hard work. Hey, thanks, man. Your skate info is insane. I mean, I just kind of always been a bit of a nerd about it. Magazines, I feel like, is where the good information is. I know skate magazines are kind of dead right now, but the interviews, you get a lot of cool little tidbits. Yeah, exactly. Some of us have been obsessed over skating for 30 years. The knowledge is unavoidable. I agree. Cardio went to biking. Yeah, he like broke his back. It's crazy that he like can still function at the level that he is. God, I miss good mags. Yeah, well, there was a bunch of skate magazines. It was fun. Like going to the grocery store with my mom and you know carving through Big Brother magazine or something. Which is crazy that they had those in supermarkets. I remember they had like nudity in those magazines. It was just like in a supermarket. Bring back skateboarding magazines. It just no one wants to read it anymore. Skating said, I think skating's doing really well right now actually, but the culture that we grew up with the late 90s, early 2000s, that's dead. Skateboarding's a new thing now. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's really inviting. We have a ton of skate parks to choose from. Um, it's really oversaturated, so people care a little bit less about the skate industry and they care more about what they themselves are doing on a skateboard and their friends. And I think the future of skateboarding is probably going to be a lot more small little cliques of skaters kind of doing their own thing. Someone said to me the other day they started skating again recently. And they're like, yeah, skating's so much more friendly now and less gatekeepy than it was when I tried when I was younger. And I think that's true. I mean, I think that's sort of like a part of society in general. Society in general has more of a accepting vibe to it. There's been a good bit of progress on like sort of I don't know empathy. Yeah, skateboarding now is more true to size. Bro, a lot of skaters back in the '90s and early 2000s for me. It's all yeah, 100%. For no reason. For no reason. I mean, the only reason that you put someone else down or gatekeep something is just to make yourself feel better. It makes you cool. And then your friends around you or whoever's around you that you're not making fun of will like take your side because he's like, oh, he's not making fun of me. So they get to feel good about it too. And it's just like a terrible cycle. Like skate shops beefing with each other was so common when I was growing up. Like skate shops hated each other. And now they're like, there's camaraderie because they're just like, oh no, like Zoomies is the enemy. Like they're the ones who's like cutting into all of our profits and not putting money back into skateboarding. I have a lot to say about Zoomies. I was thinking about making a video about Zoomies soon. Yeah, taking people out of a skate park if they're being a piece of shit is one thing, but like giving someone a hard time because of what they're dressed like or the way that they skate or the board brand or whatever it is, I think that's lame. But if someone's just being a fucking asshole or they're throwing the board around or something like that, yeah, that's whack. Yeah, Zoomies is still a thing. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Zoomies. You can go to Zoomies and get stuff that your skate shop doesn't get. You can get clothing. They have a huge selection. Zoomies is a very well-rounded skate shop. The problem is they don't do anything for skateboarding anymore. When they first came in, they put a ton of effort into having the couch tour. They would have demos, like skaters that would set up courses for demos and have skaters come out. But once they killed all the skate shops and they had no more competition, they stopped doing it. They already won. So now they're just making all the money. The only time they do anything is they have like a snowboard trip that they do for their employees that sold the most amount of products. Uh, they really killed a lot of the what I consider the natural ecosystem of skateboarding, which is skate shops having their own events, having demos come through. I have a lot to say about this. I'll make a video about it, but I am not a big Zoomies fan. Even though, like, hey, sometimes you don't have time to go to a local skate shop and you need grip tape on the way to the skate park or whatever it is. That's fine, for sure. I get it. It's convenient, but it's it's not like a thing you should go to all the time. I think the bigger picture is Zoomies fucking sucks. Like I've definitely bought grip tape from Zoomies before because it was convenient because they're all over the place. There used to be mom and pop skate shops all over the place. And I'm not even saying this from like a cool perspective, like a gatekeeper perspective. I think Zoomies does not give back to the skateboarding community. They take that money and run. I mean, Nike did something similar where Nike put all this money back into skateboarding, and they turned all these people pro, and they're giving them these like crazy shoe deals. And then once all the other shoe companies died, dude, Nike like cuts team riders all the time. Like they have an insane flow program, and none of those guys are getting paid, but they'll ride for it because it's Nike. And then Nike and Adidas both fucked up skate shops by being like, you have to buy X amount of product, otherwise you can't get our cool shoes. And that drove a lot of skate shops out of business too. Those companies, you know, they will use cool to get in, and then once they convince you that they're cool, they'll go right back to just draining like a vampire out of the skate industry. They're there to make profit. You know, CCS is sort of what like most skate shops had to become. They're all kind of like online stores. Shop coming soon. Hold on, let me see this person says. Yeah, they don't have skaters' best interest in mind. That's the way we say. Mediocre take. The hype Nike skate shop releases are mega lame. Yeah, I'm not for the Nike shoe release hype either. It's hanging pretty good. Why don't they make a comp that is like a game of skate, but for the go-to 3 or 5 different style spots? Oh, like a game of skate where it's like a flat bar and then like a set of stairs and like a ledge or something like that. I would stand still awake. It's only 8:27 here, but I did not sleep last night. I mean, it's not over. Like corporations coming in, draining things, and then disappearing. I think it's just kind of like the ebb and flow. I think it's cool that a lot of skaters got paid, but we're at a weird point right now where a lot of skaters are not getting paid. How long am I off my board for now? 6 to 12 months. Are you still skating the Grind Kings? Yeah, I mean, my board setup is the same as it was 7 months ago. So it's still, yeah, it's still Grind Kings, but um, yeah, still riding Grind Kings. How's the pain doing? Right now, if kidney stones are 10 out of 10, this is like a 7.5 out of 10 right now. King of the Road, yeah, King of the Road rules. Are you worried you lost some tricks since you've been off the board for so long? Not worried about it. You know, muscle memory will come back. Yeah, they gave me some pain meds. I'm doing everything I can to avoid taking them. I am not a fan of what those things do to people. Fuck kidney stones and the horse they rode in on. Brother, I've had 57 or 58 kidney stones now. They are the worst. Yeah, I love big brands paying people and making cool video parts, but cutting riders and selling special edition shoes is lame. Oh, for sure. But that's what they do is like they have the money to come in, pay these people a ton of money, so they get all the cool team riders from like the actual skate shoe owned companies or the actual skater owned companies. Those companies go under, and then it's like, oh well, now we have a monopoly. We don't got to pay the guys anymore. Yeah, it's an insane amount of kidney stones. I have a condition. My mom gets them too. Do you know how someone can get a sponsor skateboarding? If you are on that level, they will find you. If you get that good at skating, they will find you. There is no shortcuts. Like knowing people for sure, like can help. But if at the end of the day you aren't on a level of skateboarding that your skill alone will make people want to know what you're riding, uh, it's probably not going to work out. Absolutely struggling on the toilet right now. Wish me luck. That's another reason I don't want to take the painkillers. I'm going to be constipated as hell from those things. Nike and Adidas are for profit companies, which is the only reason they tapped into the market. Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, I guess we could argue all companies are in it for the money, but when you are that big and you come into something as mom and pop as skateboarding and you just wipe the floor with everyone, it sucks, man. I think it really sucks. Like once again, it's one of those things where you can't blame these skaters for taking those checks. Like if Nike comes up to you and like, "Hey, we're gonna give you 6 figures a year to wear our shoes," or you could go ride for Audi or whatever shoe companies around there, getting like 1/5 that. Of course, you're gonna go ride for that. And Nike was so smart with the team that they chose. They didn't go after, you know, the biggest names in skateboarding at first. They went after your skaters, your favorite skaters, favorite skater. They went after they had like Chet Childress and Todd Jordan. The first big name that they really put on was like Paul Rodriguez, but that wasn't even until like the first year. Like they had like Danny Supa. They had a really cool team, and of course those guys are going to take those checks because no one else is going to offer them a check like that. And yeah, they just did really good marketing. They did the exact opposite of what Karyuma did. Karyuma was like, "Hey, we have this company where we're trying to be conscious of the environment. We don't use child labor. We don't use slave labor. We try to pay people the correct wages. We're trying to do decent quality shoes, but let's sponsor all of the goobers in skateboarding." Because they're thinking, oh, well, these guys have a lot of followers, so that means they're going to have a lot of influence. But it's like, no, in skateboarding, you sort of have to not pay your dues, but like you have to adhere to the cool standard to a certain degree. And they just fucking did a I don't know who their marketing person was, but they dropped the ball crazy hard. Like their first batch of team riders was insane. Yeah, 1 million followers does not equal 1 million shoes. In fact, having that many followers, usually it's not skaters. Like once you get a certain amount of followers, you know, a lot of your audience isn't people who skateboard. Like look at Braille. Braille had an insane amount of views for many, many years. And you if you would read the comments, there's people like, I don't even skateboard. I just think what you do is neat. We only had Vision, Airwalk, and BK besides the Norm Converse. Yeah. And then Vans came in. Street cred. Yeah, you just gotta it's very tone deaf to start a shoe company and not have people that are like out there skating to skate. If someone is skating to get views or like what I do in my YouTube videos is like, I want people to watch it. I want people to enjoy it. And I can sit here and argue, oh, well, like my skateboard videos are, a little bit more pure and it's like, what is naturally happening in the session. But it is like something for views versus like someone who's just out there in the streets skating their ass off trying to film like a video part to the highest degree. Like that is it's a since day one part of skateboarding that you gotta, play into. Dan farted on me. You keep saying that. I don't think I farted on you. What's my favorite dinosaur? Probably a raptor, just because Jurassic Park movie. Yeah, I'm coming to Woodward in August. Um, week 9. Crook or Feeble. Um, Interchangeable. I can't pick one or the other. I like them both. I used to ride for Duff Shoes. I do remember Duff Shoes. Nothing matters anymore except money. Well, yeah, there's some truth to that. But I mean, you look at a lot of these companies that are still doing well. Like I look at something like Limousine or something like that that seems to just, you know, or like Frog Skateboards. Like that dude's just like goofing around with his friends. And I don't think that money is the number one thing on his mind. I think it's just like, hey, here's a way that I can pay my buddies. My favorite dinosaur is Kenny. That's crazy. What do I think about space and stuff? I don't know. I saw Brian Cox speak a couple years ago. I think space stuff's pretty cool. Watch every day on my lunch break. Extremely unhealthy because I dream about skating on the sessions. My skate dreams are always too realistic. It's like me like trying to learn tricks, and it's like sometimes I'll have a dream though where I'm not scared of anything. Those are pretty cool. But like real gravity's on. Like I still like slam and shit. Yeah, the meetup in August, like at Woodward, I won't be skating myself, but I'll be able to hobble around. You say you don't want to be pro. It's not that I don't want to be pro. I'm not good enough to be pro. I don't have what it takes to be pro. Especially where the standard is now to be like a real pro skater, dude. Look at John Bradford. That's what a pro skater is tonight. It's cool that I have people who, you know, care about a board shape that I would design, and it's cool. There's a lot of people who like the way that I skateboard. But just the level that I skateboard on isn't a professional level. Might be entertaining for a lot of people, and I'm glad people enjoy it. But yeah, I love the design by thing. Yeah, Devin Magnoli's the shit. Do you see these skate your board, Devin Magnoli? Yeah, I am seeing these. Hold on. What did you say earlier? Quasi. Scroll back. Scroll back. Oh, you skated the new board. What do you think of it? Your channel inspired me to get back into it. Even just rolling around the park for a bit. I mean, that's enough, dude. Dinosaur Jr. is the best dinosaur. That's a pretty good answer. Littlefoot from Land Before Time actually is my favorite dinosaur. Another thing. No, Petrie. Petrie was the best character. Spike was also good at. Gonna try to make it. Got me back in at 34. Hell yeah. Really good at pushing your friends to try things out their comfort zones. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm good at seeing what someone's capable of. Because I think, we're also distracted by what we want to do on our skateboard, that we're not thinking about what we could do on our skateboard and have other people come tell you. Like, that's what's great about skating with your friends. They give you different ideas. Bro, Yoshi? What's up with Yoshi? Tom Asta said you're good enough to be pro. I'd be hyped if he said that about me. When did he say that? Damn, Tom Asta a fucking liar, dude. That's crazy. Cancel Asta. Cool video about Saturn's moons, Titans. Posted up on YouTube. Oh, Fexy's YouTube channel yesterday. Tip. I'm gonna screenshot this real quick so I can remember that. Yoshi the dinosaur. Oh, I'm thinking Yoshi the skateboarder. Designed by Industries. How's the chess elo these days? I haven't been playing. I'm gonna be honest. How can I send in a sponsor video? DM it to the Pal Peralta YouTube channel. I mean, the Pal Peralta Instagram channel, or any like the board companies and shoe company Instagrams. They do check all those DMs. If they don't respond to you, they just didn't like what you said. Like if you're sending a video, they will check it out for the most part. I bought the Grind Kings because of you, my boy. I hope you liked them, man. They've been doing great by me. What's the most defining characteristic of a pro skateboarder? Being able to ride a skateboard on a level that other people can't do because of skill. So, like, I think that is a big part of it. And then, since everyone's good at skateboarding now, though, you also have to sort of meet this quota of looking good doing it. I think that is sort of where the current level of pro skater is. Not only do you have to be really, really good at skateboarding, you also have to look. You got to be enjoyable to watch. Who is getting a board first, John or Vic? John for sure. You're better than Chris Roberts in his prime. That was a different time though. When Chris Roberts was pro, Chris Roberts' level objectively compared to everyone else at the time was higher than if he came out now. Skating for fun is the best. I agree. Plus, that's the other thing. Like, let's say I was good enough to be a pro. Like, let's say my ankle heals and then I just start fucking for whatever happens, like lightning in a bottle. I just start fucking killing it. Not gonna happen. Let's say that happens. I don't want that pressure of like having to step it up, like with my skateboarding and take it to that level. I am excited to film this video part and to try hard for it, but it's like on my time. I get to try as hard as I want. I do want to try hard, but I don't want to wake up in the morning and think I have to try hard. The situation that I have right now is like it's what you guys are doing right now. Like you guys who are just skating for fun, that is exactly what I'm doing, but I get to make a living out of it. I wouldn't change this for the world. I think my career is so much more convenient than a professional skateboarder because no one's like, you gotta be on this level and go film these tricks and hit these spots. It's literally like, oh yeah, people like what you're doing, just keep doing that. It's all about the micro adjustments on Grind Kings are awesome. I agree. At my age, being sponsored seems like a fucking nightmare. It could be. Like I have homies who, especially my rail friends who like their jobs are stressful, dude. They're pro skaters, and that is stressful. Is there this thing as too old to go pro, or are you still qualified as long as your body's able? Yeah, if you're good enough, you're good enough. The pressure takes the joy out of any hobby or art. It can. Some people thrive on it. I think some of the best skateboarders, like Nigel and stuff like that, have a very competitive, natural nature, and that allows them to take it to that crazy of a level of skateboarding. Um, when I was younger, I was really competitive, and that was when I was probably at my gnarliest. Like I really, man, I just really wanted to be like accepted. I think just because like socially, I didn't have a lot of friends and stuff like that. And yeah, I tried really, really fucking hard, and it was stressful. It just wasn't for me. How old is Reynolds now? I think he's like fucking 48, maybe. Yeah, Nigel's crazy. All the top skaters, even the ones that like you think are like probably really down to earth. If you're a top skater deep down, dude, they're like, I'm trying to be the best. Reynolds is 40. I think he's older than 42. 180 crook, fakie or switch. Wait, 180 crook, fakie or switch. What do you mean? Like 180 switch crook to fakie or to regular? America, this is skateboarding is an incredible video. Tips on nose and tail slides. I freak out when it slides. LOL. I can get on, but not sit on the ledge. Wax the dog shit out of a ledge, go really slow, and slide till you come to a stop. And once you can do that vaguely consistently, you will be able to slide any ledge, no slide or tail slide, as long as you want. Biggest Same thing with front crook. It doesn't work as well for back crook, but learn how to grind till you come to a stop going slow, and then you can add speed. Where's Killian? That one that does the Caspers and shit. I'm sure he'll be at that event Saturday. He's doing freestyle, doing his thing. Story behind my profile pic. It was on Tumblr when I was like, I don't know how old. All right, I think I'm gonna hop off of here though. It was great chatting with everybody. I didn't realize that I've been on here for 132 minutes. But hey, thanks to everyone who stopped by. I hope you all have a good night. And yeah, I'll be doing this more often. I'll probably do this tomorrow. So goodbye.